Y'all see the title. In this video, I'm just going to address Wayne's creative process and how he feels about it, and why I feel like he should not retire from making music. You know, whenever I see someone say that Wayne should retire or stop making music because they don't enjoy his albums as much as they did years back, I instantly know that they are not real fans. Wayne literally lives to rap. He has said multiple times throughout the years that he just enjoys creating and that's it.
The whole thing is when unfortunately and fortunately, I started so young, and because of that, I'm a pure artist. You know what I mean? Sometimes people forget that. What I mean by that is a pure artist. I mean, all we really care about is the creation and the creativity of it, and that we really don't worry about the business and what's the first single and how we. Now there are some artists that does, like my man Kanye. He gonna make sure he got his hands on everything. I do as well, but my man Taz, I have enough faith in him and trust in him to know that whatever he says is good.
The man has zero interest and has shown the public he has had zero interest in making albums in general, but he loves the creation part of it. I personally believe why some of those mixtape cuts in the 2000s to around early 2011, they were the most creative he has ever been, because as creative as he is, he could do whatever he wanted, while with albums he had to focus on making songs for radio. His albums were still great though, in my opinion. So why the decline? Tez Bryant, Cortez Bryant, going in separate ways from Lil Wayne, started the decline. Let's rewind it back, shall we? So Wayne is a machine.
And then what happened was I became Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne became this machine. And when you become a machine, people require things or require production from that machine at all times.
He is always going to give you top tier raps no matter what time period he is spitting in or where he's at. Yes, Wayne has had some whack verses, but he has had far more fire verses from the 2000s till now, so I can forgive him. My point is, if you can get somebody to piece together all the music he has into a good project, then it's definitely possible. The right production, the right topics. I mean, the man be rapping his ass off consistently, and he says he has music about damn near everything. So why was the Carters 1 through 4, which was him bubbling up to until we got to his prime, mind you, why were the Carters 1 through 4 so damn fire and basically classics on release or classics later on review? Why? Well, Mannie Fresh was behind the Carter 1 track list and production. Instant classic. Legendary producer and gave us that Southern Wayne sound. T-Mix and Birdman heavily influenced the tracks that made the Carter 2. And this was Wayne's best album he ever put out, in my opinion, from start to finish. If you have not heard this album from front to back, you got to hear it. No damn skips, and this is Wayne at his absolute hungriest when he was trying to prove himself. Cortez Bryant started managing Wayne in 2007 and basically piecing together the albums that came out from 2008 through 2013. That means that he put together the Carter 3, the Carter 4, and both of the I Am Not a Human Being albums. The Carter 3 was the album that made him into a superstar. So Wayne performing Lollipop and going #1 was Cortez picking out beats and sending it to Wayne. All the bangers from 2008 through 2013, you can thank Cortez. Thank you, Cortez. Then after that time period, Wayne had record label issues to the point that he couldn't even drop the Carter 5 until 4 whole years after the initial release date. Even so, this will mark the end of Cortez shaping together Wayne's albums. And after that, it was Mac Main and his mom for the Carter 5. And then, my sources cannot be right, y'all, but Wyclef Jean, he did the Carter 6. And shout out to Wyclef, but man, that was a random pick, Wayne. So as you can see, Wayne has never really shaped together, hardly any of his albums like that. He probably did his mixtapes, but, to my sources that I saw, he didn't really, put the track list on the album, and his commentary pretty much lines up with it. He honestly does not care to, and I really cannot be mad at him for it. He just loves creating, and that's what it is. At least he actually has passion for creating and isn't just dropping bullshit lyrically. Say what you want about the albums he has dropped later on that kind of came and went, but he was rapping on there. The problem is the people that are putting together his albums either lost the original vision that Wayne had, or they are simply out of touch that they don't know what the fans want. The fans have heard Wayne spit about real life topics all across his career, with songs like Tie My Hands talking about how Hurricane Katrina affected him, and songs like Playing With Fire when he pulled a, can I say this on YouTube? Nah, I ain't risking it. He pulled a sharp object out to protect his mom from her abusive partner as a child. He has songs like Miss My Dogs, where he spoke on all the relationships he had with the hot boys that had just broke up and left the label. And y'all got to remember that President Carter song where he was Wayne, but very introspective at the same time. That's actually one of my favorite Lil Wayne songs. I ain't gonna name every single song, but he has proven all across his career that his rap ability is still very sharp, but folks just keep picking the wrong songs and beats. And I enjoyed Carter's 5 and 6, but they were not as good as the first 4 Carter sonically. See, that's the thing. Music has to be good sonically. I think the last album that I thought was really good sonically was Free Weezy, that dropped on Tidal first and then dropped everywhere else eventually, but it got revised or whatever, I guess for copyright reasons. But even then you could tell there was a decline. It's a shame really, because Wayne can rap, but if he doesn't care about the albums, should we realistically? And I'm not saying don't listen, because it's Wayne. We're gonna listen. Well, a lot of us will anyway, out of curiosity, even if we don't like them. What I mean is, should we go into every album from here on out not thinking this is going to be good sonically? That there are going to be some clear misses, but not because of his raps, but because of the beat selection, the track selection, and everything else. Wayne got to have at least thousands upon thousands of unreleased songs. They say he's still in the studio daily, so he got to, realistically. They got to pick better. They need to. For real. Well, that's pretty much what I gotta feel about Lil Wayne. Anybody that pretty much follows the channel or knows me knows that I think that Wayne is the current greatest of all time in rap when it comes to impact, lyrical ability, basically his overall presence in his prime, his dominance, and all that. There really hasn't been a run that creative and that good since Wayne. And shout out to Drake as well. I know he was under Wayne's umbrella, but he did his thing as well. But people don't like to credit him, so people that hear me crediting Drake will probably thumbs down the video. But hey, I like Drake. It is what it is. Sue me. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about Wayne. Are you a fan of Wayne? Do you even care about the albums? Have you given up on the albums? Do you really think that he has, if he has the right team around him or the right person to, pick the right tracks in his vault and just put them out? Do you think he has what it takes to drop another classic? I truly do think that he does, because if you listen to how he raps bar for bar, even on the Carter 6 and the features leading up to that, he can still really rap. I didn't listen to his raps and be like, man, this is whack. And I did review the Carter 6 and I liked it. But to say that it was great or a classic, that would be a reach. But I did like it because he was rapping and seemed like he was having fun. I felt like a lot of people was way too harsh on it. That's just my opinion. But, like I said, Wayne is the GOAT to me. And if you be like, well, don't pick Lil Wayne. Who is better than Wayne as a GOAT? Who would you pick? Tupac. Because Tupac influenced the rappers before Wayne. In fact, he influenced Wayne himself. He actually credited Wayne. I mean, not Wayne. He actually credited Pac as, basically giving him the vision to get all them tattoos. He wanted to be like Tupac. That was why he got his first tattoo across his stomach. He actually said,
when I was coming up, we had heroes. Like I said, I got my tattoo because I wanted to be like Tupac. And at the time, I would tell the tattoo dude, that's why I'm getting it. And be proud of that. Like, why you getting a tattoo, little nigga? Because I want to be like Tupac.
So yeah, y'all, I'm rambling. Let me know what y'all think down below. And y'all know my slogan, keep your head low, keep your family close, subscribe for more. like the video, and share it to everybody that you know. Appreciate y'all, everybody that stayed to the end. Everybody even clicked the video. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Face signing out.
So, is that the case? And maybe you give us maybe a sneak peek if there's any features on the album.
The Carter 7 is coming soon. I'm not sure if we're gonna just name my next album the Carter 7, but I got albums coming as well. But I don't know if they're gonna just name it Carter 7 or they're gonna wait for another album and name it that. But I got music for days, and what they do is they just come in here and they just grab a bunch of songs and they just put a title on it, like, yo, this Carter 7, so Carter 7 coming soon.